think, like you mentioned Facebook earlier, do you think that is the solution? But then from the human aspect, could that bring fatigue in and maybe demotivate the team a little bit with repeating the same thing every time?
Good question. So I don't think there's a yes or no to that one. There are, again, a number of different contributing factors. So one of the first things to realize that these things need to be planned for, right? As Aaron was saying, you can't just be doing this type of stuff all the time, right? When it's actually happening, it's having impact, it's not a good place for learning, right? No one can justify economically to do a chaos engineering experiment every day, right? So somewhere in the middle, right, it's where we need to figure out what's the right cadence for us as an organization, depending on the context that we're in. Having said that, the main benefit of incidents in general and chaos engineering experiments as well is that they allow a team of different functions within the organization to calibrate the models of how they think their system works. That's what the incident is doing for you, right? When you've got an incident, if you knew how it was going to fail, it wouldn't have failed because you would have protected against it, right? So by definition, if you're having an incident, something within the model of the system didn't work out as you expected, right? So there's a learning opportunity there, right? There's this opportunity for us to, across stakeholder groups, because usually there are different groups that are affected by an incident, we can say, I thought my system would behave this way, and it didn't. And I've now updated my model of how my system actually works, right? And that's the benefit of these types of practices, is this continuous calibration. The amount of times that you do it will depend on the scale of the organization, right? And I think kind of chaos engineering and security chaos engineering ideas are kind of the Rolls Royce of doing this on or call it storm drills, are kind of the Rolls Royce of this type of practice. But if you're at an organization that is not even, it's not there, right? That's probably would not be a good way, you wouldn't have a way to justify it. The simplest way to start that I usually suggest is you already have to do a DR annual test, right? Start by, on your annual DR test, add one scenario that is agreed between the security team and the engineering manager, that you don't instruct the team what's going to happen. You're going to say, okay, we're going to tell you, we're going to simulate those conditions when we do our annual DR test, right? So you're not kind of fully applying chaos engineering practice, but you're introducing the idea of surprise, right? Of something happening that you didn't plan for, that allows the teams to actually figure it out on the moment and update their mental models of how their system actually works.